All right, welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be talking about Agile methodology,
Okay.
but um, from a really interesting angle.
Yeah.
And all of our source material today
Yeah.
kind of points in this direction of, we always think of Agile methodology
Uh,
as like very, uh, you know, prescriptive.
Right, like a framework.
Yeah, like here are the rules, here are the things, you got to do this, got to do that. But what we're seeing is that maybe there's another way to think about this.
Absolutely.
And so I'm kind of excited to dive into this and see what we can unpack.
Yeah, I think this is such a cool approach. I mean, how many times have we all sat through these really dry explanations of Agile?
Yeah.
It's like reading a textbook, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But the sources we're looking at today, they're suggesting something totally different. They're saying, hey, what if we use the story to illustrate these Agile best practices?
Ooh, a story. Okay, so how would that even work?
Right. It's definitely a departure. But think about it. Stories have this incredible power to engage us, to make us feel things.
They do.
They connect with us on a much deeper level
Yeah.
than just like bullet points and diagrams.
I mean, I'm already more interested.
Yes. So imagine instead of just being told about, say, iterative development,
Okay.
you hear a story about a team that's struggling with a project. Their requirements are constantly changing
Yeah.
and they're just like hitting a wall. But then they discover this iterative approach and it helps them adapt. They start to see real progress.
Okay.
They actually start to enjoy the process.
Interesting.
Suddenly, iterative development isn't just a concept, it's a lived experience.
Right. It's something you can actually visualize and like almost feel.
Exactly. And that's what makes it stick.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not just learning the what anymore, you're learning the why and the how.
That makes sense.
Because you're seeing it play out in a narrative that's so much more relatable.
Yeah.
It's like, think about those leaders who are really good at what they do. They're often great storytellers too, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, they don't just tell you what to do, they paint a picture.
Exactly.
They get you invested. It's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Right, and I think that's what this story-based approach to Agile can do.
Okay.
It could take these complex principles
Yep.
and make them accessible, exciting even.
Yeah, I like that. Exciting. But is there a risk that the stories oversimplify things?
That's a really good point.
Mm.
We don't want to lose the nuance of Agile
Right.
in the name of a good story. So I think the key here is balance, right?
Balance.
Stories are a fantastic tool, but they shouldn't be the only tool.
Okay.
We still need the explanations, the real-world examples, to provide that comprehensive understanding.
Yeah. So it sounds like our sources are encouraging us to kind of rethink how we approach Agile
Absolutely.
and to consider the power of storytelling.
Power of
Yeah, and how it can really, enhance our understanding
For sure.
and application of these principles. So as we kind of wrap up here, I want to leave you with a question.
Ooh.
I like questions.
All right. So if you were going to teach Agile using a story, what kind of story would you tell?
That's a great question. It really gets you thinking, doesn't it?
Yeah. And how could you weave that narrative
Yeah.
in a way that not only explains the concepts, but also inspires people to really embrace them?
Oh, that's even better. I love it.
So think about that, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Bye, yeah.